What's going on, peeps? We are back with another moto vlog. Today we are on the Honda CBF 125. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all the latest content. In today's video, I'm going to be answering the question that I get asked quite a lot, which is: can you ride a 125cc motorcycle on the motorway? And the answer is yes, but only if you have a license that doesn't require you to display L plates. So to ride a 125 on the motorway, you'll either need an A1 license, an A2 license, or an A license. You cannot ride a 125 motorcycle on the motorway with only a CBT certificate. So in today's video, I'm going to be answering: should you ride a 125 on the motorway? What's it like riding a 125 on the motorway? And what are the top tips for riding on the motorway? So I have my A license, so I'm perfectly able to ride on the motorway, and this footage is from me on my daily commute. And I'll start with top tip number one: is make sure you use the long lane to join to give yourself plenty of time to get up to speed when you're on your 125. So as you can see here, there is a lorry on my right, so I want to make sure I've got plenty of time to not only get up to speed, but pick my moment when I want to join the motorway. So here I'm getting my shoulder checks in, just to make sure it's clear, and we are on the motorway. So, should you ride a 125 on the motorway? I don't see any reason why not. I feel perfectly comfortable riding on the motorway. As you can see, I'm moving from lane 1 over to lane 2, so I can overtake the lorries and overtake the cars in the lane without any issues at all. So I don't see any problem why you shouldn't ride your 125 on the motorway. And what's it like riding on the motorway on a 125? Well, as you can see from the video, it's just like riding anywhere else really, apart from you doing 70 miles an hour. So on the Honda CBF 125, this will go to 72 miles an hour, which you can probably see there on the speedo, and that is perfectly fine for getting up to speed. As you can see that I'm overtaking traffic in lane 1 with no issues at all. It is a little bit noisy, but I've got my Bluetooth headset in, I'll be listening to music, so it's not that bad once you're actually on there. It can get a little bit windy, but as you can see I've got a windscreen on there, so it's not too bad. It takes it all away from my chest. Sometimes you do have to tuck in a bit if it's really windy, but other than that, it's perfectly easy riding on the motorway. As you can see here, there's a lorry in lane 1 indicating to come over. So top tip number 2 is always make sure you get your lifesavers in when changing lane, just to make sure nothing's sneaking up into your blind spot. And then here we go again, it should be mirror, signal, lifesaver, position. And top tip number 3 is check your mirrors often. So I was always taught on my lessons that roughly every 7 seconds you want to be checking your mirrors. Now bearing in mind you're doing 70 miles an hour on the motorway, 7 seconds at that speed is quite a large distance, so you want to be checking your mirrors often to make sure you are aware of everything that's going on around you. You want to know what all the other cars are doing, who's indicating, who's changing lanes, and just planning ahead. So here we are again, getting ready to join the motorway. And top tip number 4 is don't stay in a vehicle's blind spot. So we're going along here onto the slip road, and as you can see, there's going to be a blue car on my right hand side. I don't want to stay in his blind spot, so I'm going to open it up a little bit to get in front, because the last thing I want him to do is not see me and merge into me as I'm trying to join. And again, taking the longest slip road, so it gives us plenty of time to get up to speed, and it also gives us plenty of time to plan when we're going to merge, which will be coming up now. And same as before, it's going to be mirror, signal, lifesaver, position. Top tip number 5 is don't change lanes when there's a vehicle in line with you in another lane. So here you can see I'm in lane 1 and I want to merge into lane 2. I'm not going to do that if there's a car dead level with me in lane 3, because when I'm changing lanes, they could change lanes at the same time and then you end up merging into each other. So don't change lanes when there's a car opposite you in the other lane. I see it quite often on the motorway. Even when I'm in my car, there'll be a car in lane 1, there'll be a car in lane 3, they're both side by side and they'll both indicate to move into lane 2 together, and then one of them inevitably has to swerve out of the way. So another good tip. So as you can see in this video, it's pretty easy riding on the motorway. In some ways it's easier than riding on your 30-40 mile an hour time roads, because you've got people pulling out of junctions and other hazards that you have to be aware of. On the motorway, you're pretty much riding in a straight line. Yes, you're riding at 70 miles an hour, but if people want to overtake you, there's other lanes where they can overtake you. If you want to overtake, you can move over into lane 2 and overtake your lorries, or move over into lane 3 and be overtaking cars, as you've seen me do. So it is pretty easy. As long as you bear in mind the top 5 tips in this video, you should be perfectly safe on the motorway. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like the video, and keep up to date with all the latest motor vlog content. See you soon.